Breakout Star Award to Eugene Lee Yang!
Hi guys. If you don't know me, if you know an 8-year-old, just ask them about Buzzfeed. I'd like to thank Buzzfeed Motion Pictures and of course KoreAm and Audrey for this amazing honor. I grew up in a small town in Texas, and I remember when I was a child in the 90s, the only things that I knew that were Asian were Margaret Cho, props, KoreAm magazine, which was always in the salon that my mom took me to when I got that one haircut that was like a bowl, but then there was like one hair that always stuck up. You know, Asian guys feel me? And then you discovered hair products when you found out about girls. And then Korean Air. Those are like the 3 things I knew about Asia. Weird tangent. I remember my friend took Korean Air for the first time, and he got off saying, I got that souvenir, the little paste. And I said, what paste? And he said, oh, I got that bibimbap. So they gave me that souvenir, the paste, which was gochujang. And I just cow talked him, and I was like, oh, that's toothpaste. So he was brushing his teeth with gochujang the entire time in Seoul. Guys, white people terrified of being culturally insensitive is the funniest thing. And you have to take advantage of it. Anyways, okay. Sorry, random tangent. I did not prepare a speech. But what that comes down to is, you know, the only references to my culture I had were really from various media outlets and wonderful people that started like breaking the barrier very early on. And part of that was KoreAm magazine, so I really thank them for, you know, showing me that there were Asian faces not only like in my family, but on the covers of magazines. And so a million thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. People always ask me, how did I go from being that Asian guy in internet videos to being Eugene without that racial connotation? And one, I say, okay, the racial connotation is always there. I've never hidden being Asian because that's physically impossible. But it's exposure. I'm in a video pretty much every day, whether you like it or not. It's gonna come on your Facebook feed, or one of your friends who's probably drunk with a glass of wine is like, look at these cats and this guy. But it's always there. So what I tell people is the only way I've gotten to this point where people get to know me so much is the exposure. And that's the whole bottom line. Cast more Asians. Represent more Asians behind and in front of the camera. That's the only way you can get those voices heard, because in the end, once is not enough. And you know, from me being a small, lonely, bullied kid in Texas, only seeing 3 different outlets for Asian culture, to standing up on this stage in front of a room who now represent everything that's happening in media and everything that's happening in Asian and Asian American representation, I can say that it's not only changing, it has changed. You guys are the future, and we're living that right now, which is amazing. It is so brilliant. I thank all of you for being a part of that. So I can only say, as like the last presenter, that I am so honored and happy that I can't just stand up here and say, God, I wish I can just like change so much about the industry. I can say that we are changing the industry, and that I am only excited and assured to see what is gonna happen in the next few years from everyone out here, and how I'm gonna be inspired about it. So thank you so much for everything you've done. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.